we have completed this like taboo search and linear programming and MIP.
Hmm.
So in there they are come in the series. So you set 0 to 11, like it's uh, yeah, it's a theorem, algorithm theorem.
Oh, so anyone searched about it after the lecture or searched about on the Google, YouTube somewhere for the heuristic methods, taboo search?
Heuristic method I searched, but heuristic method it's come in heuristic method with AI. So heuristic method it's simply means trying to solve as simple as you can make that your task.
Okay. So have you searched it after the lecture or no?
Yes, I searched, but only a heuristic method I searched. Linear
Okay.
programming actually it's a in linear programming and MIP. So it's actually comes in like mathematical solutions. So I do
Hmm.
not search a lot. So I thought I don't need to.
Okay. So heuristic methods and these are like clear.
Not properly clear, but for now it's a okay.
Okay, so these are the evolving methods. Most of the companies or the high-tech companies are using it in the daily life or for the optimizations of the supply chain network. So if you have seen different websites or the shopping sites, shopping apps, so there are many apps like Myntra, Amazon, Flipkart, or different websites. So, what do you think? Which app or which company is doing the best, using the best technology as per the nowadays or the evolving trends? So, what do you think? Which app you is more user friendly? If I talk about there are three options: Flipkart, Amazon, and Myntra. These three from out of three of them, which is the most user friendly? You think it is?
I will go through Amazon.
Okay, Amazon is the most efficient or user friendly, and why not other two?
Yes. There is a policies and rules regulations. There is a different in a Flipkart and Mantra. Mantra actually I generally use. You will sign up, then they will get 200 rupees discount. But what's the actual price? 800. But actually I
Hmm.
compare Flipkart, same product on Flipkart, Amazon. But
Hmm.
both are different. In a Flipkart you will get less price, but on Amazon you will be get high price. But some of the product you will not get on Flipkart, only you can it will available on Amazon. So there is a delivery sorry, delivery locations. It's also
Hmm.
suitable, or some website is not suitable.
Okay, so you are.
Amazon is
Hmm.
okay for all the items. Flipkart is sorry, Mantra is only for clothes and shoes, like daily basis
Fashionable
items.
things.
Yeah,
Hmm.
pens.
Okay. So you have talked about in perspective of the price and the categories of the product. But I'm asking like which app is giving you more options? Which app is using like more modern using technologies? So I'm asking in that perspective. Price and these strategies are related to the business, but I'm talking for the technology for now. Give me. Yes. So my question is clear or not clear? What I was want to ask.
Yes, it's a clear, but actually it's very minor things. Somebody observe that what are the changes we can say, or rather than Flipkart or Mantra to Amazon. Some
Okay.
of the applications provide AI things, uh, like as what are you searching? Generally, daily basis, they give a first priority to show that items. But I'm not sure about which platform is providing nowadays the in three options: Flipkart, Mantra, Amazon.
Okay. So I'm telling you, like these methods, these algorithms, these network designs, models, tools. So nowadays, which companies, like many companies are not investing money in the different things. Like, but some companies are very high tech. They used to invest more and more revenue or more and more profit on the technology base. So the app, the website, it is looks more interactive, influencing and user friendly. So if I talk about the Mintra, if you have using that choose that app or gone through all the things, so that is the most high tech website or high tech app. They are investing more money and improving it day by day, because and other than Flipkart and the Amazon, their interface is not that interactive. They are so why? Because they are not investing that much money in that, because their total addressable market is different for using for the platforms. Okay, so Flipkart mostly we are using for the electronics. Their the TAM Flipkart. We all are addressing using the Flipkart, but the interface, the user friendly or the things are not much influencing to the customers. But in comparison to Mintra, they are investing more to for the high tech company. Their resolutions, their interface is very high, and they are also providing many options to the customers for attracting the customers. So it is the business related decisions, or it is all totally up to the company that which how much of the percentage of their revenue they will invest in the technology or high tech, or to make high tech their products and their user their services, their platform. Okay. So this is the business related decisions, but some companies invest in their technology so that they can influence more and more customers, they can attract more customers and giving the different kind of services. So it is totally dependable on the business. So if you compare all the three, so Mintra is on the first, who is spending more for the user interface, for the more resolutions and giving the app improve day by day. But Amazon and Flipkart are not working on the same thing, but they are also working, but not on that pace like Mintra is doing. So next time if you have like gone through these different apps or websites, so you can see, you can understand what is the difference, how they are using, how they are investing, and how much money or things are investing to improve the experience of the customer while purchasing, while scrolling, while if you have gone to the Mintra, so uh, we have to just scroll and there are many list will open the every different type kind of products. But on the Amazon you need to go to the second page of the product, third page of the product, so it will take, it is the time taking process. But in Mintra, they are just one scroll. Also, same in the Flipkart. And if you want to go back, like if you want to choose in the previous product, then sometimes what happen, it will go to the first page of the Mintra. So these things are troubling customers. So some apps, some website are working on this to for the continuous improvement, but some are not. So these things I am asking, these things I was like, if you have observed this, just tell me yes or no. what I'm telling, if you have observed this. Anyone?
Ma'am, as we are spoken about the which application has using more advanced technology na, out of
Mm.
Amazon Flipkart. I think Amazon using more advanced technology like they are using recommendation engine as well as they have a special uh, character which is Amazon Alexa which
Mm-hmm.
work based on
Yeah,
the
it is extending its services. That is the different thing. They are also giving the Amazon mini TV, different
yeah
services. है ना? So
AWS.
yeah, AWS they are giving also. So they are extending their businesses. They are going into the different categories to capture the market. But I'm not asking that. I am asking the resolution, the interface, which is the more impactful, attracting to the customer. But the problem what I face, that I expressed here, to go to the second page, third page for the more and more products. So I'm telling this problem here. So what Santosh you are saying?
Yeah, ma'am, I
The
got it. Means the problem is related to user interface for the
huh,
particular application.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, ma'am, got it.
So, what do you think? Which is the most like easy to use?
I didn't use any other than Amazon and Flipkart. I use only other Amazon and Flipkart, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yeah,
try to use Myntra as well. I'm not advertising, but the user
yes.
friendliness is more, I feel.
Okay, ma'am,
So
sure, sure.
yes, so there
I
are
will
many.
explore.
Yeah, so there are many platforms, but the small companies, small platforms are not much into improving it before they want to capture the sales. So, but the Amazon, if I talk about Amazon, so it is the most, the first company which is into the online platform or e-commerce. They are like, I think from 1995, they are working. So also Amazon is using worldwide. You can have any kind of product on the Amazon, and everyone is using Amazon. You can have the world class products there as well. So it is also they are it is the this plain the what I say, it is the same platform everyone is using in every country. So it they are not uh, giving attention to that user friendly part. Why? Because they are already captured the sale, they already made the name. So that's why they don't want to enhance that. But in terms of AI, the recommendation, the search engine, SEO optimization, on these things they are good in search, and more categories are there, so they are extending their branches like mini TV subscriptions, now groceries as well in the Amazon. So there are many things, so they are working on the extending the business, not on not on the user friendliness.
Yes, ma'am. They already captured every market, so they're
Yes,
not.
yeah, they have not left any segment of the
Yes,
business to have the business. So it's a
true.
very big name. That's why they have make the more and more branches to have the business more. And it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
also established because we already have this name Amazon from like many times for a long time. So this is how these network design tools are working nowadays. Manish is saying Geo. Yeah, Geo is also used the different technology. First, it has given us the free services. Now we are used to, and we have to use the Geo networks and all. So it is also comes under the business strategy.
Yeah,
And
Geo Mart and Geo
Geo
Hotstar
Mart,
and TV.
Hotstar,
Many
yeah,
applications are including in
yeah,
their applications.
yeah,
They
they
work.
are also into the communication or the TV channels or these all things. Geo is this is how they are extending their businesses. So yes, these are the model and tools they are using. These are the business strategies. So what we have studied network design models. So some companies are using, and the Amazon is working on the SQL programming language. So the digging, the searching of the networks, the inner programming is SQL. Oracle Cloud is also using the SQL and Java. So these are the programming they are using. And these new technologies are already using new companies, but I haven't worked with the companies these using our these methods, heuristics, and taboo search. But mostly they are like some barcode users, the transportation. These companies are more friendly with these to optimization for the transportation network and all that, avoiding the cost and all. So so this is clear modern and tools and all these. And if you want to like more know about heuristic methods and the taboo search, because these are the new, so I have one channel in the YouTube that is Game Smashers. That is a very good channel where you can search more about the taboo search and the heuristic methods. So the channel is Game Smashers on the YouTube. If you want to explore more, then that channel will help you. So now that software tools, these are the different tools, simulation models tools. Okay, these are the models. Now tools what we are using, that is the software to have the more total operations of the supply chain from order placed from the customer, then to deliver to customer, placing order to factory, making the dispatch, making the packing, repacking, having the stock, inventory. These all we are doing using the software tools. That is mostly which tools are using. There are many tools floating in the market like NetSuite, Coupa, CRM, Salesforce, SAP, Oracle, Lamasoft, Blue Yonder. So we have there only four tools we will discuss. So this is not something theoretical thing. This is the practical thing. Once you join some company, so they are using some ERP or CRM or SRM things. So that is the training or the practical tools. How we can make the purchase order, with what we will to ship to are there, how many vendors are there, how we will select that, what are the delivery locations already in the database of your company, on how to add it, how to edit it. There are many inventory levels, inventories are there. So there is a problem. I'm telling the real time problem. What happened, the factory shipped some units in a carton, okay, but physically it is not in the carton. Physically, it is not there, but in the software, it is placing this number of units carton in a same carton. Okay. So how to split that carton, how to merge that carton to have, because we need to make the packing list. Okay. Packing list, delivery, billing. So delivery list, because when we ship to the customer, so that carton should be, listed on the delivery schedules or delivery document, the custom invoice document. So sometimes you take the receipt from any shopkeeper, so there is the line wise items are written there. So the same way we are doing in the ERP or the SAP or the Oracle to have that document. So these all things are very we need to like doing the practical when you take the job in some company. So that will be more useful at that time. But more companies, most companies are using SAP and Oracle. And there is one more Sage, the NetSuite is also some companies are using, but mostly SAP and Oracle are using. So SAP is a comprehensive, first its full form is System Application and Products. Okay, so this is the comprehensive enterprise resource planning ERP software hai, and which there are many modules. SAP is having many modules. SAP MM, PP, and S4 HANA. So there are many modules as per the company, which module they want to use, which like for the payroll, for the HR services. So there are different modules in the SAP. So likewise, they choose or they subscribes have the module. So for the supply chain management, they have material management, SAP MM. Okay. and for it integrates various business processes for with the different modules, allowing for the efficient network design and operations. So how SAP is working, I haven't used it, but I am learning it also. So there is the T codes are there, time codes. Okay, so you need to remember the time codes, and once you search it, you will go to the same page where you want to make the purchase order, where you want to like select something for the logistics. So they are working on the T codes that we call the time codes. So you have to remember them by like using every day. You will get to remember. So use case are managing supply chain process from the procurement to distribution with advanced analytics and reporting capabilities. So this is the most used software tool nowadays. More and more companies are using this. Oracle, it is also working on the Java programming and the SQL. This is the very Oracle cloud. So this is very easy to use once like what like every tool is doing the same thing, but they're having different code programming. So the way to use it is different, but the result, the things what we want in the input, sorry, output, so that are same. So once you go through the one ERP, so you have the core understanding then how to use every ERP. So mostly they are very user friendly, they are very self explanatory. So if you like 1 week of training is enough, but for SAP you have to need some more time to have the ongoing or practical programming, sorry, practical things, because it is having the T codes. But other than SAP, they you don't need to remember the T codes and all. They are like Oracle having the interface, and you can select it where it is. So in a 1 week of the training, you can have it more good knowledge of it. So it is offer the advanced supply chain management solution that helps the business plan manage and optimize their supply chains. So it is providing tools for demand planning, logistics, supplier management. So it is a very big database Oracle is giving us. So it is use cases enhancing visibility across the supply chain and improving decision making through integrated planning and execution tools. So these both are widely using. The SAP is the first rank one, and the Oracle is the second one. So these two are the most used ERP. Yeah, Santosh is saying in SAP, we need to remember many factors. Yes, SAP is not that easy, but it is more optimized. It is on the first rank. Because why? Because this they are dealing with the different modules. There are many modules. I don't know if I have written. Maybe I have written. I have to search. I have written. Hmm. I have written somewhere, but can't able to search it now. But if you want to like, yeah, yeah, material management, PP for and all the payroll services for human capital, also accounting and financial services as well. So there are many modules. That is why it comes on the first number. Santosh is right. So if you want to like learn this module or this ERP, so it will very helpful for your career growth. because and also there are like different kind of business job opportunities. Like if there is the consultant, there are ERP consultant jobs are there in the companies, in the market, where you have to solve the small queries which we having while using the ERP. So some companies are having their own consulting team, but some companies are outsourcing it from outsourcing the consultancy services, or the for the SAP or for different types of ERP. So for the consultant role, you don't need to dig into very deep knowledge of the SAP, like if I talk about the backend programming and all. But for the front end things, you can solve different small queries. So for being and being a consultant of ERP consultant, so you can have also the also have the good pay. So you can like uh, take the knowledge, and Oracle is also, because these both are the very big names. So you can have the you can do the course for these two tools. Lamasoft, it is also the doing the same thing. It is using for the modeling, simulating, and optimizing supply chain networks. I haven't used this till now, but they are. This is the modeling or simulating the supply chain network. This is not the ERP. ERP is a different thing. The ERP is the enterprise resource planning. So every business activity we are using the transaction for the Oracle, SAP, and NetSuite and all. But Lamasoft is a different. It is modeling and simulating the supply chain networks. So there is a difference. Designing and optimizing global supply chain network and its transportation for tariff and service levels. Blue Yonder. So anyone heard about Blue Yonder till now, or it's a very new name to all of you? Anyone heard about Blue Yonder? So it is also giving the solutions for the supply chain planning, for the demand forecasting, and for the transport management. It is also not the ERP. It's a company. We Some companies are outsourcing their supply chain operations and everything to that company like Blue Yonder. And on behalf of that, they are taking the services. They are doing the operations on the behalf of that company. Like we are giving some project to that company to handle our business operations, procurement services, payroll services, these things to the Blue Yonder. So this is how they are profiting the different companies. And by using Blue Yonder, some of the companies making the benefit, they have saved their cost, because in any company, if you want to open some department, it will take more and more OPEX and CAPEX, more skilled labor, more computers, more hardware you need. So that why, for the cost cutting reason, they used to outsource their operations, they can have just go out of the mess. So Blue Yonder and Lamasoft, they are giving these solutions services to the different companies who have outsourced them. So they are not the ERP thing. They are not the ERP, Lamasoft and Blue Order, but SAP and Oracle, these are the ERP things companies are using. Okay. So till now, any questions? Any questions, or you want to add more? Anyone?
Ma'am, all these software, is it a paid software or we can learn on by the any academy or organization?
There is a test environment which is free. You can
Okay.
use it. Yes. Any you know any ERP having their test environment, because like if I talk about the companies, like any new fresher is when they hired. So for the training purposes, they use the test environment or the test, the same ERP, everything is same, but that is the test environment. First, they get the training from the test environment, then they work on the live ERP, because live ERP is having the live data of the company. So if they, like in the learning stage, if they yeah, misunderstood or mix anything, so it will make trouble to the business. So there is always the test environment are there for the learning purposes, and they are also available on the Google, and you can like do on the courses. They are available there. Any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So going to the next slide. Now, strategic and tactical network. Strategical and tactical network design. What is the strategic network design? Is they are doing the taking the long-term decisions such as the location of new facilities, major investment with a focus on future growth. So there is a network design, different kind of network design. Some are the strategic ones and some are the tactical. Tactical are the short-term decisions like adjusting transportation routes, operational things. The small decisions comes under the tactical network design. Like if any company is giving the cab facility services, so the change of driver, the changes of the locations, the routes can be the tactical network design. Okay, so different location may have the different drivers. That is not the fixed thing. So it is also not impacting the business. These are the short-term decisions. But these are the operational decisions that we take in the daily basis to maintain the efficiency, to improve the efficiency. Sometimes, like in the cab facility, if I talk about, so the driver, the time, like they choose when they make the route of the cab, because in a one cab of having seven seater of the cab, so the route will be make like that will come in the one way. Okay, so also it will make the employee take the employee to their home at early time. So they used to use that route, they will design the same route and take the driver from the local region who knows the paths, the takeways, and the ways of the homes. So this is the very small example I'm taking. So this is they are improving the efficiency. If I from office till reaching to the home, it is taking 2 hours or 1 hour. So they will try to optimize the route by taking the different decisions, by taking the different network designs. So the efficiency can be more, and the time taken for the facility for the employee will be less, because if the time is taking less, the petrol, the fuel, the kilometers, because the drivers are charging per kilometer, they are having their fixed charges like 17 rupees. If I talked about my last company, so I was in the procurement, so they are charging these 17.65 rupees per kilometer. So they are having good pay when we are paying them. So they are having the very good pay to the transportation partners. So to improve the efficiency, to having the less and less expenses in the cab facility, and some companies are giving the cab facility to leverage the employees, to giving the benefits to the employees. So this is also a one way to having the tax saving, also making the reputation in the company in the market. So if some company is giving you the cab facility and one company is not giving you the cab facility, then which company will you choose? The cab facility one. So this is how they are capturing the market. The more skilled labor will come. So some companies are also giving the 1 day meal or 2-day meal, these things, these are all comes under the benefits. So tactical network designs are the short-term kind of designs, and they are taking the local managers, the department managers. These are not taken by the higher stakeholders or the CEO or the CFO. No, they are the short-term decision. The local managers, the assistant managers, the lower level management are taking these tactical decisions, and that network they made day-to-day basis to improve the efficiency, to improve the operational functions, that comes under the tactical network design. Like example also given the tactical is like changing the delivery schedules to these are the long-term decisions, such as the location of new facility. Like if you want to open a new office, so which location is the more suitable? So these are the big decisions. Okay, that will impact the business, that will make the reputation, that will take the many capex expenditure. So these are the high level of decisions which are taken by the CFO, CEO, and the stakeholders of the company. So these are the strategic network design, that network. So, okay. So these are the long-term decisions. Okay. So major investment with a focus on future growth. So which is like strategic network design is directly impacting to the future growth of the company. So all the monetary level of decisions are taken by the stakeholders, CEOs, CFOs, and the high level of managers who is taking the take caring of the operations. Okay, like a strategy which that comes under the strategic network design. Example is opening a new distribution center in the different region. Okay, this is my this is clear. Strategic, this is easy one. Okay, now benefits of the so what are the benefits of having these work designs? Why we are having this? Okay, so this is the cost reduction. First benefit is cost reduction, improving the service levels, increased flexibility and resilience, better asset utilization, and enhanced competitive advantage. Okay. So is there anything I need to explain? Like these are the very common things. We are like repeatedly learning it. Cost reduction is inventory cost, transportation cost, production cost. That's why we need to have the good designs. Improving the service level, faster and more reliable delivery. The more customizedly, or the more we treat our customers, the more trust we build to our customer, the more company will bloom. Okay, so that is why we need to take very uh, mindfully any decisions in the company or in the business to have the business reliable in the market. Increasing flexibility and resilience, ability to adapt the changes and disruption. If there is a feedback mechanism in the companies, or in most more and more, like any restaurant business, they are also using the feedback mechanism to also when we are using any platform, the website, they are also having their feedback mechanism. They are having when you search any product on the websites and you have that in the cart, so you will get the email like you have missed something. So these are the emails, these are the also feedback mechanism they are using, how to approach to the customers in a faster way, and how to adapt the changes. Like in Mintra, if I talk about, so they are having the photos of the products on the website. Okay, but that makes the difference, because when what we have in the picture and what we have in the reality when the delivery done, so the quality and these things are changed in the camera or in the real life. So what they have given, they are nowadays they are giving also the description. which material is there, what is the length, everything they are giving. Why? To having the less trouble to the customer, less time taken to the customer. So these are the services they are giving, which is the more customer friendly. Okay, the every description, the very detailed description they are giving for their product, and also the return, the exchange, everything is very fast. They're also giving you the virtual, trial room, virtual trial room. They are also giving. So they are enhancing their technologies. They are enhancing uh, more and more to have the more attention by the customers. Also, the refund mechanism is also very fast. If you have they can have the two options: one to the source, to your bank account; one is to have their in the wallet. Okay, so the user friendliness is very high, and they are evolving. They are keeping improving the services. Better asset utilization, efficient use of facilities and resources. So this is very important thing, better asset utilization. So when a company hires someone or some employee, some candidate, so how to take the work from that resource, that is depending how to efficiently use that employee or efficiently use that resource to having their deliverables done. So this is the better asset utilization, which is very important, because if you have not described the job responsibilities to that employee, then it will very vague condition will happen, and you will not like, uh, if you are giving the 10 lakh of package to that employee, and you are not taking the that much work from, because in starting, I think 6 months of probation is given to the employee. So the company is investing their money to that employee, and that is why some companies are having bond. Some companies are like, there are different policy they are doing, because once they have invested 6 months to the company, 6 months to the employee, and then that employee left, then the use resources, the time, the training, the everything will be wasted. So better asset utilization, you must have very good policies, very robust policies to make the attention of the employee to sustain in the company. So there are many companies, the long tenure employees are there. There are which where I was working, there are 24 years of experience employee are there, where I was working in the procurement department. So the long tenure employees are there. So how they are sustaining there, the more good policies, the more employee friendly companies, the more flexibility they are giving. So this is how we have to know the better asset utilization. Enhanced competitive advantage, superior network design as a differentiator. If there is a differentiator, if your network design will be more efficient, then you are the differentiator in the market. The more sales, more trust, more things are will be there. And also some companies are listed on the share market. So if you have like more trust or more competitive advantage, you will have if you have the different network design or a differentiator. So there is a CSR things are there, like corporate social responsibility. So some companies are indulging in the CSR activities. Why? So they are making their reputation in the market for the more rapid growth, to make the trust. Okay, so and they're also uh, saving the tax, because government is giving there some guidelines or some laws under which they can save their taxes. So there are many things which, this there is a legal department in the companies which are uh, working on these policies and CSR activities, so they can have the updated technologies, or sorry, updated rules and regulations, laws from the government, so they can, save the company's growth, save the company's money from the unnecessary expenditure. So these are the benefits of having the efficient network design. Now, what are the challenges in the supply chain network? Challenges are always there. That is why we have the improvement mechanism. If we don't have challenges, there will be no improvement. So, what can be the challenges there? There will be the data quality and availability. So ensuring accurate and comprehensive data you are taking from the market. Sometimes, there are, look, sometimes there is a wrong data we are capturing. Sometimes the source we are taking the data is not much reliable to work, to trust on it. So the data quality and the availability chosen should be very clear, should be very, you should dig down deep to have the good quality of data and their availability, the resources. You need to revisit or recheck the data. Okay, so this is the most important thing. If you have the wrong data, you have the wrong market trends, then it will not work for the company. So this you have to do very nicely, very down. Okay. Secondly, complexity of models, managing the complexity of optimization and simulation models. So sometimes what happen, to more advancement, to more advancement of the process or more efficient of the process, sometimes what done, the day to day operations are affected by that advancement. So by taking care of the daily operations, you need to not complex, much complex to the model, which is also not understand by the employees or the resources. So you have to take in care. This can be the challenge. And if you are facing the complexity in the model, so you can change it right away. So changing market conditions, adapting to the evolving market dynamics, because market is the most dynamic thing. So according to that, you need to change your network design. Sometimes we mostly, procuring things from the China. Okay, sometimes if from by the government, there are some more laws are there in the China. So some tools or some uh, things, like if I talk about in the footwear, so there are more synthetics are procuring from the China. So in the meantime, by the government, there is a custom duty which has been more increased, or they have stopped the operation. So the whole supply chain in the footwear industry was totally disturbed. So there is a different market dynamics and decisions. There can be disruptions or from the any way of the market. Okay, so you have to adapt this. You have to very updated on the changes, so you can have the lesser impact on the business. Risk management, identifying and mitigating risk. Yes, this is very important. You need to have the evaluated risk every day. So there is a also the department who is mitigating the risk management. And in the procurement, when you are procuring material, so to have the smooth operations, you have the more mitigating more risk management. Because if you are depending, like for a example, if you are depending only one vendor for some very urgent material, for some very high demanding material, if you are only depending on the one vendor, and that vendor has some supply issue or power supply issue or some other issue which is like unavoidable issues, so how that supply chain will work? So you must have two or three vendors available you, so that the supply chain disruptions will not happen. So this is the one risk management strategy. And also you can have different categories. Also you have the backup material. So these are the planning. This is the plan section under planning. You need to plan to avoid the risk things. Lastly, there is a balancing cost and service level, achieving the optimal trade-off between cost and services qualities. Sometimes what happened to, compromising on the quality, to compromising on the cost, we are having the very poor quality, which is not good. Like if from the China, if there are many things which are very less in the rates, so their output, their outcome is also very poor. So we always say this is ये तो China का माल है. So you have to like balance in the what is you are giving the service quality, you want to add the customer or you want to minus the customer. So the cost and quality should be balanced. You have to take care of both the levels, because you want to sustain in the market, you want to do the business for the profits. So the cost and quality, you should not compromise, and this is also competitive. So that's why you have to balance the cost and their service levels. So these are there will be the more and more challenges. So to avoid the cost and services, you need to update it with the market trends. What are the your competitors are doing, what strategies they are using, how companies they are doing. So Patanjali, I think it is doing the very good. It is also balancing the cost. It is also taking the trust by having the Ayurveda things or the yoga things. So they are capturing the Indian market very nicely. So this is the also the strategy. Or the price level is also not that much high if we talk about. So these are the challenges. You can mitigate them by having the good analysis of the market. So these challenges will always be there. So future trends, these we have already discussed. So every network design or future trends will always be the machine learning, AI things, Power BI things, the more advanced thing, digital transformation, AI and machine learning, real-time data analytics, sustainable network design, also the green environment or green supply chains. These are also in the future trends. So collaborative network design, collaboration across the supply chain. Look, supply chain having different partners. There are vendor partners, there are logistic partners, there are packing partners, there are warehouse partners. So it's a different kind of supply chain entities which are taking. So this is called the collaboration. The more good collaboration, the more good trust, or the more good payment clearing options are companies giving, then that supply chain will not break anywhere. So the collaboration is very important in the supply chain. So these are the future trends. Okay. So we are taking up. So this is okay. So this slide is completed. I am sharing this on the chat. Okay. Or any questions if you are having, just ask me. We are only having 3 minutes.
Ma'am, I have one question, but not regarding the slides. Usually, generally in
Hmm.
interview, they ask regarding that strategy and tools.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Like they like it's a very small question I'm telling you. Like if a company wants to hire you and there is a disruption, there is a some problem we are having in the supply chain from the vendor. So and you have to deal with the client. So what you will how you will make the client so that client will sustain. You will not tell him the true condition, like we don't have the vendor, we have this supply. So there is the false scenarios we need to convey, we need to convince with our client. Okay, so these strategies, these are some, business can will be transparent within, but with for the external things, for the external clients, we need to make the scenarios if there is a problem in the operations. So this is the one scenario I'm telling you. That is why we need to know these things.
And last questions. Uh, some normal every company describes their products, but some is companies are very particular in that field, like Mahindra Logistics and Om Logistics. Is it something different in Mahindra Logistic are doing something specific in their field? For example, in other companies, we take example or any like the Patanjali. they are doing something similarly or different. They are in a specialist in a logistic, but they are not in a.
Yeah, there are specialized for the different products. So yes, there is the different partners. There are the different logistics network. So that is why they are using different companies. And also the trust, the long term relationship. So they are using the same companies because they are giving their business na, they are giving the customers. So that is why the different companies having their different logistic partners.
No,
So
it
I have given the slide on the chat.
but actually my major thing is in any product manufacturing company they are just dispatch their only product what customer required. But in a like the logistic like DTCT, there are a
Hmm.
multiple customer, multiple places. They how they deal or how they deal that person. They are only just manufacturing and dispatch that customer.
I didn't understand like.
Yeah. Okay. For example, Indian Post Office, they have multiple letters for multiple place.
Hmm.
But in any manufacturing company, they have only multiple customer, but they have only just complete their product and dispatch that customer. But how they will handle both of.
So they are having the different patterns of the dispatching, of having the have the logistics. So this is depending on the business or the product of the manufacturing, what they are manufacturing. So it is depending on the business. We cannot like generalize it, or we will like elaborate in the more in the next session because the time is already 4 2 now. So we'll discuss it in the next session. Okay, and we will start the new chapter as well. So thank you guys.
Okay.
Okay, and take these PPT from the chat. Thank you.